bella Verona esto sucede. Dos casas de nobleza iguales, con odio antiguo hacen discordia nueva. La sangre tiñe sus civiles manos. Forma la estrella de estos enemigos. Nacieron los amantes desdichados. Solo su muerte aniquiló aquel odio y pudo terminar la antigua cólera. Nada sino la muerte de los hijos pudo llevar los padres a la paz.
Un perro de la casa de los Montesco me acolora. Quiero que me tome por tirano cuando vaya peleando con los hombres. Ahí viene uno de la casa de los Montesco. Me morderé el dedo vulgar delante de él. Esto es una ofensa. A ver si la soportan.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb, señor.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, señor. I do not bite my thumb at you, but I do bite my thumb, señor.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel? No, señor.
If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Yes, better, sir.
Dientes.
Drop, you be man!
Part, fools! Put up your swords. You know not what you do.
What, art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or manage it to part these men with me.
Quit drawn, and talk of peace. I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues and thee. Ven, cobarde.
Queridos, alguien dame mi espada.
¿Por qué pides espada? Bastón necesitas.
Pues mi espada, he dicho. Diga el viejo Montesco y con su espada quiere provocarme.
Thou villain, Capuleto, hold me not, let me go.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, throw your mistempered weapons down to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls bred to an airy word, by thee, old Capuleto and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Glad I am he was not at this fray.
An hour before the worship sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drave me to walk abroad, where, underneath the grove of sycamore that westward rooted from the city's side, so early walking did I see your son.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew. Lack and portentous must his humour prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as know.
See where he comes, so please you step aside. I'll know his grievances, or be much denied.
Oh, thou wert so happy by thy stay to hear true shrift.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that, which having makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love woman.
I aim so near when I suppose you loved.
A right good markman. And she's fair, I love?
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to call hers exquisite and question more. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve, but as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Thou canst not teach me to forget.
Dios los guarde. ¿Sabes leer, señores?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language. Señor Martino, la señora de Vitruvio, el señor Placencio y sus lindas sobrinas, Mercucio y su hermano Valentín, mi tío Capileto, su señora y sus hijas, mi preciosa sobrina Rosalina, el señor Valencio y su prima, Vivaldo, Lucio y la alegre Elena. Fair assembly, whither should they come?
To the house of Capileto. If you be not the house of Montagues, come and crush the cup of Miscar. Rest you mercy.
At this same ancient feast of Capuleto sups the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattained eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan or crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Amada, ¿dónde está mi hija? Ve a llamarla. Ven, Julieta.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Quién me llama?
Es tu madre.
Señora, estoy aquí. ¿Qué se le ofrece?
De matrimonio te quería hablar. ¿Te sientes tú como para casarte?
Es un honor que no he soñado aún.
Piensa en tu matrimonio ahora. Te pide por esposa en mi París.
Y qué hombre, mi muchacha. Si parece que fuera el mundo. Es un hombre tan bonito.
Ay, no hay flor en el verano de Verona como él.
De verdad, es una flor.
¿Qué dices tú? ¿Te gustaría este caballero? Lo verás esta noche en nuestra fiesta. El rostro gentil del joven París. Lee como un libro de tu deleite, escrito por la pluma del encanto.
Voy a ver, porque viendo se conmueve el amor, pero el vuelo de mis ojos no irá más lejos de lo que dispones.
Ya llegaron los invitados. Por favor, vengan pronto.
Vamos, Julieta. El conde te espera.
Ven, niña. Busca felices noches para felices días.
Señores, vamos, músicos a tocar. Sitio, al baile todos.
What lady is that, which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
No sé, señor.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Measure done, I'll watch her places stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Swear it sighed, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
Me pereza un Montesco por la voz, que este infame se atreviera a venir a escarnecer en nuestra son fiesta. Por el nombre y honor de mi familia, no pecaré si aquí lo dejan muerto.
¿Qué sucede, sobrino? ¿Qué te enoja?
Tío, aquel es un Montesco, un villano que ha llegado aquí.
¿Y no es un joven Romeo?
Es el mismo Romeo, es el villano.
Buen sobrino, no piensas más en él. Esa es mi voluntad. ¡Fuera, ceseño!
Mi paciencia y mi cólera se juntan. Más la presencia de este intruso parece dulce ahora, pero pronto va a convertirse en una amarga hiel.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, the lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, as faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus, from my lips by yours, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips, oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Oh, you kiss by the book.
Señora, madre te busca.
What is her mother?
Mary, bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capuleto? Oh, dear account, my life is my foe's debt.
Away, vámonos, the sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear, the more is my unrest.
Pues aún no se lo dice, caballeros. Una pequeña cena está esperando. ¿Insistís? Bueno, adiós. Gentiles caballeros, buenas noches.
Ven, ama. ¿Quién es ese caballero?
Es Romeo su nombre. Es un montesco y es icónico de tu enemigo.
Ha nacido lo único que amo de lo único que odio. Demasiado temprano te encontré sin conocerte y demasiado tarde te conozco.
Vamos, niña, te llaman.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Julieta is the sun. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks yet, she says nothing. What of that? See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were glove upon that hand, that I may touch that cheek.
Ay de mí.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, ¿por qué eres tú, Romeo? Reniega de tu padre y de tu nombre. Sí, no quieres hacerlo, pero en cambio tú me juras tu amor. Eso me basta. Dejaré de llamarme Capuleto.
Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized, henceforth.
What man art thou that thus be screened a knight so stumbless on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. O sweet, good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when we next meet.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, Send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Oh, buenas noches. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast, whatever sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell. Good morrow, father.
Benedicite. What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused by some distemperature, or, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest is mine.
Dios te perdone. Was thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father, no. I forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee, ere thou askest me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capiletto, as mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Santo San Francisco, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. If ere thou was thyself, and these woes thine, thou and these woes were all for Rosaline.
I pray thee chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow.
Oh, she knew well thy love did read by rote and could not spell. But come, young waver, come, go with me. In respect, I'll thy assist. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Ah, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capuleto, has sent a letter to his father's house.
Challenge? Oh, on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Alas, poor Romeo! He's already dead. Is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Oh, here comes Romeo! Here comes Romeo!
Senor Romeo, buen dia. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may stray courtesy.
That's as much to say. Such a case as yours constrains man to bow in the hams.
Here's goodly gear.
How do you get tomorrow, gentlemen?
God ye good den, fair gentlewoman.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
Ooh, you come to your father's. Well, to dinner, thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell.
Pray you, sir, a word? And as I told you, my young lady bade me inquire you out.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, and there she shall, at Friar Laurence's cell, be shrived and married.
This afternoon, sir. Well, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey wall. Within this hour my man shall be with thee, and bring thee cords made like a tackled stair, which to the high-top gallant of my joy must be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell, commend me to thy mistress.
Que Dios lo bendiga.
Ay, eran las 9 cuando mandé a mi ama. Me prometió volver en media hora. ¿Y si no lo encontró? Ay, ni lo quiero pensar. 3 largas horas hay de 9 a 12 y mi ama no regresa todavía. Oh, Dios mío, ya llegó. Amá adorada, ¿qué noticias me traes? ¿Lo encontraste?
Virgen Santa. ¡Qué apuro! ¿No puedes esperar? Lleva tú tus recados desde ahora.
Dime, ¿qué dice Romeo?
¿Tienes permiso para confesarte?
Sí, sí.
Entonces, corre con el padre Lorenzo. En su celda, un marido estará esperándote para hacerte su esposa. Anda a la iglesia. Yo, por otro lado, buscaré una escala con la cual tu amor va a encaramarse hacia un nido como un pájaro apenas anochezca. ¡Vamos! Voy a comer. ¡Corre a la celda!
Corro a la dicha. Adiós, ama querida.
So smile the on this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can. It cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die, like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. Ah, here comes the lady. Oh, so light of foot will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint.
Buenas tardes, mi padre confesor.
Será Romeo quien te dé las gracias.
Ah, Julieta, if the measure of thy joy would be heaped like mine, let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love is grown to such excess, I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Vamos, come with me, and we will make short work. You shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate 2 in 1.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capuletos abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl, for now these hot days is a mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of those fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and by the operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer, when indeed there is no need.
By my head, here come the Capuletos.
By my heel, I care not.
Buenas tardes, señores. A word with one of you.
Oh, and put one word with one of us. Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
Mercutio, thou consorted with Romeo.
Oh, consort! What, does thou make us minstrels?
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Eres un villano.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore, farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Alla staccata carries it away. Ven a bailar, Tibaldo.
A tus órdenes.
Draw, Benvolio, beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame! Forbear this outrage! Hold, Tybalt! Good Mercutio!
I am hurt. Maldita sean vuestras dos familias. A plague on both your houses.
What? Are thou hurt?
A scratch. Mary, 'tis enough.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best. Sweet Julieta, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor's steel.
Oh, Romeo? Romeo? Brave Mercutio's dead.
Tybalt in triumph, Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respective lenity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now.
Thou wretched boy shall with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone! Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence be gone, away!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man, slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. An envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio, and to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them was Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your hate's proceedings. My blood, for your rude brawls, doth lie a-bleeding. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Therefore, use none. Let Romeo hence in haste. Else, when he's found, that hour is his last.
Oh, noche, protectora del amor, que se cierren los ojos acechantes, para que así, en silencio y en secreto, pueda llegar Romeo hasta mis brazos. Oh, noche, ven tú día en la noche. Romeo, ¿por qué brillas en sus alas como la nieve fresca sobre un cuervo? Noche de cejas negras, ven con mi Romeo y córtalo en estrellas pequeñitas, dará tal esplendor al firmamento que el mundo enamorado de la noche se olvidará del sol y de su fuego. Oh, aquí llega mi ama y me trae noticias. Bien, ama, ¿qué noticias?
Tibaldo ha muerto. Lo mató Romeo. Romeo debe irse, desterrado.
Dios mío, ¿fue la mano de Romeo la que esparció la sangre de Tibaldo?
Así es. Así es. Ay, qué maldito día. Que a Romeo le caiga la deshonra.
Que te queme la lengua lo que has dicho.
Hablarás bien de aquel que mató a tu primo.
Hablaré mal de aquel que es mi esposo. Ay, mi pobre señor. ¿Qué lengua humana te podrá respetar si a las 3 horas de ser tu esposa yo te he calumniado? Amado, ¿qué caso te llevó a matar a mi primo? Mi marido está vivo, el que a Tibaldo quiso matar. Pero Tibaldo ha muerto, el que quiso matar a mi marido. Mi padre, ama mi madre, ¿dónde están?
Están junto al cadáver de Tibaldo, gimiendo y sollozando.
Si con lágrimas lavan sus heridas cuando se sequen, gastaré las mías a causa del destierro de Romeo.
Márchate a tu alcoba. Voy a salir en busca de Romeo para que te consuela. Está escondido en la celda del padre Lorenzo. ¿Me oyes?
¡Ay! Encuéntralo. Encuéntralo y entrega este anillo a mi claro caballero. Que venga. Le daré mi último adiós.
Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man.
Father, what news?
I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Ha! Banishment! Be merciful, say death! For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself.
Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not. Let me with thee of thy estate.
Wert thou as young as I, Julieta thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me, and like me banished, then mightst thou speak. Then mightst thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the breath of heart-sick groans mist-like enfold me from the search of eyes.
Hark how they knock, who's there? Romeo, arise, thou will be taken. Stay a while. Stand up, run to my study. By and by, God's will, what simplest is this? Voy, ya voy.
Vengo de parte de doña Julieta.
Entonces, bienvenida.
Ay, dígame, padre, ¿dónde está Romeo?
Ahí en el suelo, borracho con sus propias lágrimas.
Levántate. Levántate. Pórtate como un hombre por Julieta.
Arriba, hombre. Thy Julieta is alive, for whose dear sake thou was but lately dead. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But look thou not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back. Ándate, ama. Ve con tu señora y dile, no tardará Romeo.
Muy bien, padre, le diré a mi señora que viene.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Démonos prisa, se está haciendo tarde.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence. Farewell.
But that a joy past joy calls out on me. Farewell.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day.
Its candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Quédate. Now needs not to be gone.
I have more care to stay than will to go. Go is my soul. Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. Hie hence, be gone, vete. Oh, Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Señora,
¿Ama?
viene a pies a tu señora madre. Ten cuidado. Apúntale ya.
Ventana, entonces deja entrar el día y que salga la vida.
Adios. Farewell. One kiss and all descend.
Oh, thinkst thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come. Adios. Adios, mi amor.
Suerte, te dicen veledoso, que te fatigue su presencia y así me lo devuelvas.
Hija mía, ¿te levantaste ya?
¿Quién es que me llama? ¿Mi madre?
Válgame, ¿qué te pasa, Julieta?
Señora, no estoy bien.
¿Todavía llorando por tu primo? ¿Crees que así lo sacas de la tumba?
Yo tengo que llorar lo que he perdido.
Tendremos venganza por nuestras pérdidas, y ya no tendrás razón por cual llorar. Pronto mandaré a alguien a Mantua, donde vive ese fugitivo, y le mantendría compañía a nuestro querido Tibalto. Pero mientras tanto, traigo buenas noticias.
¿Qué son, mi señora?
Tu padre te ha traído un día de gran alegría.
Señora, dígame, ¿qué día es ese?
Hija mía, temprano, el jueves próximo, en la iglesia de San Pedro, el conde te haría feliz haciéndose su esposa.
Ay, por San Pedro y por su santa iglesia, no me hará ahí su feliz esposa.
Aquí viene tu padre. Díselo y tú misma verás cómo lo toma.
Bueno, mujer, ¿te le informaste de nuestra decisión?
Sí, señor. Le agradecí y la rechaza. Por mí, esta boba lo que debería hacer es desposarse con la tumba.
¿Cómo? ¿La ha rechazado? ¿No agradece? ¿No se siente orgullosa? Ella no comprende que aunque se indigna de él, hemos logrado convencer a este noble caballero que tomara por esposa.
Buen padre, te lo pido de rodillas. Escucha una palabra con paciencia.
Piensa con una mano sobre el pecho. Si tú eres mi hija, te daré a mi amigo. Y si no, que te cuelguen. Y que te mueres de hambre. Y me esté riendo en la calle. Oyes, jamás te reconoceré. Y nada de lo que tengo será tuyo. Piénsalo bien. Soy hombre de mi palabra.
No hay piedad para el abismo de mi sufrimiento. Oh, dulce madre mía, no me expulses. Te suplico que aplaces esta boda.
No me hables. Yo no quiero hablar contigo. Esto se ha terminado. Haz lo que quieras.
Correré a pedirle al Padre su consejo. Y si todo fracasa, que no me falten fuerzas a mí para buscar la muerte.
Julieta, ya conozco tu dolor que ya sobrepasó mi entendimiento.
Padre, no me hables de este dolor, si no me dices tú cómo impedirlo. Si tu sabiduría no me ayuda, admite que mi decisión es sabia y con esta daga voy a cumplirla.
Calma, hija mía. Existe una esperanza. Si en verdad te dispones a morir antes que desposarte con el conde, tal vez será posible que te atrevas a simular.
Lo haré sin miedo o duda para vivir como desposada de mi querido amor.
Ándate a casa ahora. Por la noche, quédate sola. Y cuando estés en cama, bebe el licor de este pequeño frasco. Sentirás que la sangre soñolienta te enfriará de súbito en tus venas. Se detendrá el latido de tu pulso. Tu apariencia será de la de una muerta. Después del simulacro de la muerte, despertarás como de un dulce sueño. Serás transportada al mausoleo donde sepultan a los Capuleto. Yo advertiré a Romeo, mientras tanto. De allí, Romeo ha de llevarte a Mantua.
Dámelo, sin miedo.
Tómalo, ándate pronto. Y tu propósito cumple con decisión y con firmeza. En este momento instante saldrá un monje que llevará una carta a tu...
Dame tu fuerza, amor, y tendré fuerzas para salvarme. Padre mío, adiós.
Mi hija estaba con el padre Lorenzo.
Sí, señor.
Ojalá dará venir el padre. Es tan porfiada y terca esta muchacha.
Ve cómo viene risueña de su confesión.
¿Y tú cómo estás, mi pequeña tesoro? ¿Por dónde andabas?
Donde me enseñaron a arrepentirme de mi rebeldía y a pedirte perdón, arrodillada. Así me aconsejó el padre Lorenzo. Te suplico perdón, y desde ahora me dejaré guiar solo por ti.
Levántate. Muy bien, estoy muy contento. Juro ante Dios que al fraile reverendo toda nuestra ciudad le debe mucho.
¿Quieres venir conmigo hasta mi cámara, ama, y buscar conmigo el atavío que necesitaré para mañana?
Anda con ella. No queda mucho tiempo para el jueves.
Ve con Julieta. Ayuda a vestirse. Me han quitado un gran peso de mi pecho al ver que entró en razón la tesarruda.
Sí, ama, ese vestido es el mejor. Pero te ruego que me dejes sola. Necesito hacer muchas oraciones, a pedir al cielo que me favorezca.
Entonces, buenas noches. Y reposa, que falta te hace.
Adiós. Solo Dios sabe cuándo nos veremos. Siento que un miedo frío me recorre, helando casi el fuego de la vida. Y si esta pócima no me hace efecto, tendría que casarme en la mañana. ¿Y si despierto cuando esté en la tumba antes de la llegada de Romeo? ¡Qué terrible! Quedaré sofocada en el sepulcro, por cuya horrible boca no entra el aire, y moriré asfixiada antes que llegue. Romeo, pronto te veré, mi amor. Por ti bebo esta droga, mi Romeo.
Señorita, Julieta, señorita, levántate, dormilona, vamos. ¿Cómo? Ni una palabra. Madre de Dios, cómo duerme esta niña. ¿Cómo? Vestida con tu ropa puesta. Julieta, señorita. Señorita. ¡Ay, socorro! ¡Está muerta! ¡Auxilio! ¡Vengan!
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. News from Verona! How now, Abraham? Dost thou bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well?
Her body sleeps in Cable's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience.
Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Julieta, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and if a man did need a poison now, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it him. What ho, apothecary?
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
Need and oppression starveth in thine eyes. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it, and take this.
poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
Farewell, buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison, go with me to Julieta's grave, for there must I use thee.
Brother Ho!
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo?
Going to find a barefoot brother out whenever ordered to associate me. Here in the city, visiting the sick and finding him. The searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bear my letter then? To Romeo.
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my brotherhood, the letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import, and the neglecting it made you much danger. Now must I, to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will fair Julieta wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had notice of these accidents. Poor living corse, closed in a man's tomb.
Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food. Oh, my love, my wife, death that had sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou wert not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous? And that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in the dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you, the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary. The drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Saint Francis be my speed! How often I have my old feet stumbled at graves. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill unlucky thing. Romeo! Oh, pale! Ah, what an unkind guilty of this lamentable chance.
Padre de los consuelos, dime dónde está mi esposo. Yo recuerdo bien la cita. Y aquí estoy. ¿Y mi Romeo?
Oigo un ruido. Salgamos de ese sitio de muerte, podredumbre y falso sueño. Tu esposo ha muerto. Vamos, dulce. No me atrevo a quedarme.
Vete de aquí. Yo no me moveré. ¿Qué es esto? Es una copa aún apretada en la mano ya fría de mi amor. Ah, fue veneno el que causó su muerte. ¿Por qué te lo bebiste todo, ingrato, sin dejar una gota para mí? Voy a besarte para que tus labios, si han guardado una gota de veneno, me maten con el beso que te doy. tibios tus labios todavía.
Lead, boy. Which way?
Oigo un ruido. Me queda poco tiempo. Oh, dulce daga. Descansa en mi corazón. Ahí, reposa. Y déjame morir.
Go, some of you. Tell the prince.
What misadventure so early up that calls our person from our morning's rests?
Here lies the Romeo dead, and Julieta dead before. Warm and new killed.
Where be these enemies? Capuleto, Montague. See what a scourge is laid upon your hate? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love?
Ay, Dios mío, ve como sangra mi hija.
Oh, thou untaught, what manners is in this, to press before thy father to a grave?
Hermano Montesco, por favor, dame tu mano. Yo no hay más que pedirte.
But I can give thee more. That while Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Julieta.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. For never was a story of more woe, nunca hubo una historia de más dolor than this of Julieta and her Romeo.